Hello and welcome to the Havin podcast. We have not done a Havin in probably half a year, so it's been a while.
I've never done a Havin.
You have never done a Havin. My name's Neil. I'm joined here with Jason. It's nice to see you guys again. If you only watch Havin or only listen to Havin we appreciate you coming back for this one. This is number 16, I believe. So, if you are familiar with the Havin podcast or Havin series, I ask some maybe not so nice questions, a little risque questions, questions you would typically not get asked by a normal person. And
typically questions a son does not ask a father.
Yes.
But if Brent can do it, damn it, I can do it.
That's right. So I would say that not all of my questions are Jason specific, but I do have some that definitely, I don't peek.
I can't read that from here, man.
All right. So, I don't know if you want to go back and forth. You ask me a question, I ask you a question, or whatever. Or do you want...
Mine are all together, so I'm going to do them bang, bang, bang.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can start it off.
All right. So, the basis behind having a yak is we just talk about whatever. Sometimes we ask each other questions. Sometimes we pick a topic and just chat about it. Sometimes we answer your questions. We just kind of changes. It's just...
If this is your first time here,
yeah,
and you're clicking on Post to Post Hockey Podcast, and this is what's playing... This is actually not about hockey, the Havin Yaks.
Right.
So if you want hockey conversation, look for episode 96 that came out last week.
Yeah. Sometimes we can't film the hockey podcast. Like this week I'm traveling, so we're filming this in advance and then releasing it on the day that we would normally film. So it's just a filler podcast basically, but it's still
a nice little
entertainment, I guess.
I'm nervous about being on it, though.
You should be. Okay, so we just have questions today. So the first question that I have for you is, would you rather...
Ooh, I have a bunch of would you rathers.
Spend 1 year in space or 1 year on a submarine?
Oh, that's an impossible question.
Because you love submarines. And why? What? Figure out your answer and then tell me why.
It's not submarine.
Why?
Because...
Can I guess?
Yeah.
The possibilities of you seeing stuff from the space station
100%
are...
Looking out a window versus no windows.
Exactly.
100%.
But just for the record, I don't know anyone who loves submarines more than Jason. So
I freaking love submarines. Although I don't know if I'd want to be on a submarine for a year. That's a long time.
It is a long time. Question number 2. Would you rather live with no arms or no legs? I think I've asked this question before.
No legs.
No legs? Why?
Because then I could still do stuff.
You don't think you could live to do stuff with your feet? Like open...
Heck no. There's no way.
How would you get around?
Wheelchair.
Would you get a motorized one or would you use your arms?
I'd probably use my arms.
You'd be jacked?
Yeah. But I'd be like weird jacked.
You could drive a Sea-Doo with no legs. It'd be super dangerous.
You'd be like flopping. Yeah. I don't know if that'd be safe or not.
You could put a little parachute.
I don't actually know if it's against the law to drive a Sea-Doo with no legs.
I don't know.
I can't say I've ever seen one person do it before.
Could you drive a Sea-Doo with no arms?
Nope.
Why?
Because you could never hold on with your legs. If you come onto the throttle 100% from a stop, you're going off that Sea-Doo. There's no way your little toes are holding you on there.
That's true. That's true.
But your arms you will, but you can't brace against anything.
You'd have so much less weight without the legs to be
So if you have no legs, do you still have a butt?
Yeah, you still poop.
That's not what I asked, though.
We need a butt
but I mean, can you sit? So like the bottom part of my butt right now that's sitting on this chair, where does the no leg start?
Like right there, like you'd be sitting on your wiener. Or whatever. Because you still have that.
That's good, I guess.
Okay.
This is really weird. Jeez.
Okay, next question. If you could go back in time and command a submarine in World War II, would you? Knowing that you might die, but you'd be able to command a submarine? Back when submarines were pro.
I guess put this gum out. Go ahead.
Yeah, take the gum in your mouth.
Okay. There were submarines that came from the States after Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. And those submarines went into action.
Right.
I would command one of those submarines.
For payback.
Yeah.
All
and
right.
they had high success rate. So better chance of living on one of those.
All right. Sounds good. Okay, here's my last submarine-related question.
This is intense submarine questions. I love it.
If someone said that there was a coin hidden in a submarine, and if you found it, they would give you $50 million. And you have up to a year to find it on the submarine, but you have to spend that entire year on the submarine by yourself.
Until I found it?
Well, whether you found it or not, you can spend a year on there. If you found it, you could say, yo, I found it, and come out early. But you have a year to find it, and there's lots of food, there's lots of water. But you can't leave the submarine. But it's $50 million if you find the coin.
So is it possible that this coin is in a really intense spot that you would never know to look? Like,
that's why you have a year.
Like, could it be like inside a pipe? Like you have to unscrew the pipe and it's in the pipe?
No.
Or is it like in like a drawer or in like a little nook and cranny?
Exactly. It could be a drawer, could be a...
Man, some of those new submarines are freaking huge.
Yeah, massive. But that's what you have, a year by yourself on the submarine.
So am I still getting paid for my normal job while I'm in there?
Sure.
Okay. What about communications and stuff? Nothing?
Nothing other than telling the people on the radio that you found
So
the
no
coin.
TV, no phone, no internet?
Nope. And everything's live streamed. Except for like the bathroom.
So like the only thing you can do is like read a book.
There's no books.
There's no nothing?
Nope.
So you're like
Food and water.
straight bored.
Your only goal is to find that coin.
So what happens if you find the coin in like 3 weeks and then you guys spend the
You
rest?
get $50 million and then you get to leave as soon as you find it.
I wonder if you get like some sort of like PTSD or something.
That's part of it.
Some sort of
maybe.
like social anxiety or something. I'd probably do it.
$50 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Plus you get to spend time in a
1 year though. Ugh.
1 year of your life. That's big. That's huge.
So is this submarine in port?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there's like an emergency, they could come get me.
Right. Yeah. You're always
Yeah, I'd
monitored.
probably do it.
There's cameras and they can watch you and stuff.
But if I don't find it, I just wasted a year of my
You waste
life
a year of
looking
your
for
life.
a coin.
Yeah.
That'd be intense having no phone or no internet or anything for a year though. But for $50 million,
You need to be set for life.
if the question was, could you go a whole year, but then you get no friends, you get no family, that's intense. I'd do it though.
I would do it too. Oh, stupid phone locked. Okay. If you got paid $100 a day to grow your hair out for 3 years, and after 3 years you could keep all the money, but if you cut it any time during the 3 years, you'd lose it all. Would you grow your hair out for 3 years?
I'd definitely do it.
Would you?
Oh,
How would
yeah.
you style it?
I'd just let it go.
You just let it go, do whatever you
Yep.
wanted? Would you put it in a man bun or
Nope. It would just be,
just whatever?
I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say that.
No,
No,
say it.
I just let it go.
All right. If you were a little person, would you want your home to be a little version of a normal house or a normal version, and you just make adjustments by getting stools and stuff to climb up on things? And
I don't know. That's a good question.
because there could be potential where guests
I
come
think I
over.
would want a normal house with customizations for me in it. Because, yeah, you wouldn't be able to come over and...
So you could have a bedroom that was small because realistically no one's going to be in the bedroom other than... We'll say that your wife is also a little person.
Okay.
I mean, you're the only ones... You guys are the only ones going to be in the bedroom,
True.
assumingly. So I guess there could be specific rooms in the house that are... Yeah. I think I would go... I don't really care if anyone comes over, so I would build a little house for me.
Yeah, but you're over here right now. You'd have to be a little person, too. This would be the Little Person podcast. Man, we'd have a ton of views.
I would create a neutral ground.
A neutral ground?
Yeah.
That sounds like monies.
Like
Cash
a
monies.
studio. Okay. Would you rather have a mechanic who's been working on cars all his life work on your vehicle, or someone who just got out of school and is certified and fresh? This is a tough one for me.
Is he certified like just a generic mechanic, or is he a mechanic for a specific dealership and my car is of that dealership and I'm taking my specific car
We'll
to
say
that
he's been
dealership?
out of school for a year. He's been working for Honda.
Okay, and I have a Honda.
You have a Honda.
And is the more experienced guy, is he
There's another
working
guy.
for Honda, or is he working for one of the generic?
He's working for Honda as well. He's been there for 45 years.
So he's like really old?
But he did not go to school to be a mechanic.
Oh, but he's been there for 45
He's been
years?
there for
I would
45
definitely
years.
go with the guy on the end.
But he's not like he's
But-
not good with computers.
Yeah, but he has to be if he's been there that long.
He's been he's there that they can't fire him because he's been there that long.
I don't know. See, to me, if you've been there that long, he's being taught.
He's old. He's old and stubborn though.
You keep changing it.
I know. I
Like they have to maintain training on all the new vehicles and the new technologies.
Right.
I'm going with the old guy.
I would also go with the old guy.
Jeez, you tried to get me out of that.
I did. Okay. If you were stuck in a life raft, like a nice covered one that's it blows up, but there's like doors and stuff. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like not like one of the hard shelled ones.
Okay.
But one of the ones that
Yep.
it's almost twice the size of this table.
Okay.
It's big, but covered. So if you were stuck in a life raft for 3 months by yourself, but you had lots of food and lots of water, do you think you'd be okay, or do you think you'd go crazy?
I think I'd be okay.
Why?
I don't know. I just do.
You think you'd be okay just being completely alone in the middle of the ocean for 3 months? You wouldn't go crazy?
I don't know. I don't think so, but
But
I don't think things would look good for me. Like I would assume I was going to die.
Yeah, you don't know that you're only there for 3 months.
Yeah. No, I would assume I was probably not going to come out of it.
Would you just give up? Or would you keep eating, drinking?
Oh no, I'd keep eating and drinking till it's all gone.
Would you try and ration or just eat whatever?
I'd probably just eat whatever. Because if it's not looking too good,
Yeah.
like whatever.
All right, here's a more personable one. What's your favorite memory of anything to do with Post to Post since the channel started? Kind of a weird question because they haven't totally been involved in a lot of the video stuff and more behind the scenes stuff.
That's a tough one, especially considering my brain doesn't work very well. Read the question one more time, even though I know what it is.
What's your favorite memory of anything to do with Post to Post since the channel started?
It was probably when the four of us were down here and I started laughing over that stupid
At 6 a.m.
submarine
in the
question.
morning on a Saturday? Yeah. The submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When your dad was here and... No, it was a submarine one and it was also that weird logo one.
Don't it look like a penis?
Yeah.
The
And then when
Vancouver-
your dad realized what I was looking at and he started laughing,
Yeah.
like I just started laughing even harder.
The Calgary Canucks
Yeah.
logo. If you don't know what the Calgary Canucks are, look at that logo and tell me if you see a penis. Okay, moving on. What's your favorite place you've ever visited on vacation? And if you say Florida, that's not specific enough for me. Like, is it? If it is Florida, is it Busch Gardens?
I
Is
haven't
it
really
NASA?
been to too many places. Like I've been to Niagara, been to Toronto, been to Laura and Lincoln, Ontario.
What's the favorite place in the world you've ever been?
I would probably say Ontario was not my favorite place to be, so it probably has to be Florida.
Okay. There's a lot of places in Florida, so it's hard.
Yeah. I'm trying to think which was the best.
Because you've been there a couple times, right?
Mm-hmm. I like Busch Gardens. I like Busch Gardens a lot. Busch Gardens is good because I love roller coasters. My wife does not. So she can just go off for the day and look at the animals and stuff, and I can just chill on roller coasters all day.
Yeah.
So that works out pretty good. Disney was pretty good. I like to go back there again because a lot's changed now.
Yeah.
Like they have the new Star Wars stuff.
Heck yeah.
I like to see that. Universal. I did Universal, and they have a new water park there. I'd like to see that again. I don't know.
It's a tough question. I don't know if I could answer it. Let me ask you this. Is there a place where you really, really want to go but you've never been?
I like to go on a cruise.
Heck yeah.
I wouldn't mind going to like some intense place too. Like I wouldn't mind going to the Florida Keys. I wouldn't mind going to like
Which Caribbean island do you want to visit?
it doesn't even matter for me.
Doesn't matter.
I just want the whole experience of on and off the boat, stuff like that. I wouldn't mind going to like.
You care more about the boat than the actual places.
Man,
the
I
ships
freaking
go.
love boats. You know that. I'm all about the boats. I watch every episode of Mighty Ships. I could probably know the captain if I seen him. Like, hey man, I know this guy. I've seen him on TV.
Yep.
Like, what a creep. No, I'd say the locations are kind of important too. Obviously, like to my wife, they're way more important than the actual boat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think if I was to go on another trip, depending on where I went, that could be the new best trip.
Ooh.
Because I don't think it'd be hard to top. Like, not saying that my trips have been bad,
Yeah.
but I can think of a lot of things right off the top of my head that would probably be better.
Did you know that on cruises you can get a tour of the galley and the bridge?
Heck yeah.
Would you pay $90 for that tour?
Sure I would.
Heck yeah. It's actually a whole ship tour. They take you everywhere. It's pretty cool. And not every company does it, but
There's only one. This is intense. Are you loyal to a cruise company, or do you just go wherever? Because right now,
no, I'm not loyal.
I am loyal. I've never been on one before. How does that make sense?
You're loyal to Royal Caribbean.
I'm extremely loyal to Royal Caribbean.
Because they let people do the Mighty Ship episodes.
Yeah, but I mean, Carnival's done it too, and Norwegian's done it. Actually, I don't know if Carnival's done it or not, actually.
I don't think they have.
Norwegian's done it a bunch.
For the Epic.
But every time there's problems, it's freaking Carnival. Like, Carnival boat almost runs into the dock. Carnival boat runs into another boat. Carnival boat, people are getting sick.
Yeah.
Norwegian boat, people are getting sick. Royal Caribbean's had a couple things, but for the most part, they generally seem like they're okay.
I've been on Disney, I've been on Royal Caribbean, and I've been on Carnival. I can definitely say that Royal Caribbean was a better experience than Carnival.
Would you rather go on a big boat or a smaller boat?
Big.
Me too. Like, that's
bigger the better.
And Royal Caribbean has huge ships. Like, I'd love to go on those huge ships.
Oasis of the Seas.
Yeah, and they have a bigger one now, I think. I can't remember the name of it, but is it Allure? No, that's the sister one.
I think it starts with an R.
It's something of the seas, though. And it has that big, like, tower thing that sits you over the side of the boat.
Oh, crap. It's going to bother me now.
Oh, it starts with a D, doesn't it?
No.
That's what she said.
Oh, it's going to bother me. But yes, I think I mean, the bigger ships are new. Smaller ships are old. I want new stuff. So.
Okay, how about this? Would you go on a smaller, really expensive ship, like a luxury?
No.
Like a 350 passenger to a 200 crew?
No.
That goes to Antarctica and you get to go take pictures of penguins and icebergs?
Too expensive for me.
All included. You don't have to pay for it.
It's free?
Free.
Okay.
You get that trip or a Mediterranean cruise for free.
Mediterranean cruise.
Yeah.
More freedom, and I'm low maintenance. I don't want people asking me 1,000 times a day, do you want me to whip your butt for you? No, I can wipe my own butt. So
just tell them not to stop, and then they won't have to ask you anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Penguins are cool and stuff.
Penguins are mega cool.
Man, Mediterranean.
Would you rather do an Alaskan cruise or go down to the Caribbean again? And you are paying for it this time.
If I'm paying for it, then Caribbean because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And Alaska is tough because you have to go to a specific time of the year. And
I've known two people that have done the Alaskan cruise, and they both said it was amazing.
You have to go in the summer, and I rarely take vacation in the summer. It's always in the wintertime when I want to get away from the cold. So it's going to happen someday. I'm going to do it. But I think I'd rather go on a Caribbean cruise first because there are certain islands I've never been to, like Bonaire, Aruba.
Do you generally do Eastern or Western?
I've done Central, Eastern, and Western.
You done them all?
Yeah, I've been to St. Martin, St. Croix, Castaway Key or K. Don't look at my questions.
I wasn't. I'm just thinking, would you ever go, okay, let's say they give you a 75% off discount.
I'm interested.
But it's the Atlantic cruise. So it goes to like St. John, Charlottetown, Newfoundland. I don't even know if it goes to Newfoundland. And then like up above Labrador City or whatever.
It goes to Quebec City.
Would you do that for 75% off? So say that cruise is normally like $800. Say you could do it for like $250 or $200. I don't know where they would leave from.
How long of a cruise is it? Boston or New Maryland, New York sometimes?
I guess it's 6 to 8 probably. 6
day,
5 night.
I wouldn't because I'd have to pay to get there, to go back to where I came from.
True. And if it ended in Lab City, that'd be mega expensive.
Yeah. I would say no. I have no interest in
doing Moncton, or not Moncton, St. John,
Charlottetown.
Newfoundland could be kind of cool, but there's still not a whole lot there.
I think they go to Newfoundland.
Oh.
Too far away.
How can you go to freaking St. John but not Newfoundland?
I don't know. Dumb. I would like to see Quebec City though, but I want to do a transatlantic cruise where you spend 12 days crossing the Atlantic Ocean. That'd be amazing.
You have to be on a good boat because there ain't nothing going on outside that boat.
The food is so good on cruises. I could spend 30 days on a boat and not get
That's
off.
why I'm all about cruise.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it so much. Can we please go on a cruise together?
I want to go on a cruise. So is my wife.
All right, we'll make it happen. Okay, this one's kind of a strange one, but I think it's good for the listeners because it's Canadian and American specific. Who would win in a legitimate street fight? Pierre Trudeau or Donald Trump? Versus each other.
Like old Pierre Trudeau?
No, like the
Justin Trudeau?
Justin Trudeau, yeah. Sorry.
Pierre Trudeau's his dad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Justin Trudeau.
Man, Trump couldn't do anything. There's no way.
Trump, yeah, but Trump's thick.
Yeah, but that's all he would do is just take a beating.
He's big boy thick, though. He doesn't take no crap.
He'd get up and say that he won even after he got toasted.
Yeah, but
Not that I think Justin Trudeau is going to throw haymakers.
That's what I'm saying. Justin Trudeau is a little...
I think it's going to be a lot like that fight between the Philly fan and the other fan where one guy's just taking it and the other one's trying to dish it out but not really.
I think Trudeau is the Lightning fan and Donald Trump is the
No
Flyers
way.
fan.
Donald Trump would be out of breath after he threw 2 punches.
Yeah, but Trudeau wouldn't be able to fight back. He's too much of a wimp. He'd say, "Oh, sorry."
No way, he's mad now.
Mad about what?
He's mad about that plane crash.
He should be mad about way more things than the plane crash.
He's mad about that plane crash. Because that's what Canadians are mad at, so I'm going to be mad at it too.
And that's, yeah, I'm not going to make this political. But anyway. Okay, if someone said they would give you $3 million to pee off the Hoover Dam, but you'd have to spend a week in jail, would you do it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Most of the money questions are easy yeses.
Yeah, but you'd be kicked away from ever seeing the Hoover Dam again.
I don't know if I'll ever see the Hoover Dam anyway, so...
Nah. You might someday.
Maybe.
Okay, this is the last question I have. I know we're only like 20 minutes in, but I'm not even sure if I should ask this question.
I'm nervous.
If Pierre Maguire offered you $700,000 to sleep in a bed with him and cuddle him, but no sexual stuff happened, would you?
This is really weird. 700,000.
700,000. You guys have to cuddle, but he doesn't.
I gotta cuddle? I can't just sleep beside him?
No, you have to cuddle.
How would it define cuddle?
Spoon.
Who's spooning who?
He spoons you.
Oh, I don't know if I'd be down with that. I'd be a little nervous.
Okay, he spoons you. You spoon him. But he can't touch your penis.
But I mean, that's what spooning is.
You can't touch your penis with his hand.
But what if there's like accidental,
Happiness?
Yeah. Like spontaneous. It happens.
That's on you, man.
No, it's on him. If he's behind me.
Well, technically it's on him, but it's on you and your conscience. Conscious.
What if he like does that and I look behind him, he's got that stupid grin on his face?
Oh, he's going to have that grin no matter what. He's going to have a corn dog in his hand.
What happens if he sees this podcast someday?
He'll love it. He loves being a meme.
$700,000.
Yeah.
How long do I gotta spoon him for?
The whole night. You have to spend the night with him.
Yeah, but define the whole night because I could stay up all night and get up real early.
Well, you go to bed at a decent time, maybe watch some news together and stuff, and 11:30 you fall asleep together.
11:30. I don't go to bed that time anyway.
And you get up but you're tired because you had a really good day with him. You guys went to the
Okay,
park and stuff.
let's say 12 to 7. 7 hours.
All right, 12 to 7.
That's rough, man.
700,000
American or Canadian?
American.
Yeah, I'd do it for 700,000 American. Pierre Maguire, let's do it.
All right,
700 grand. But I'm not splitting it.
No, that's all you. You can take it home and give most of it to your wife for letting you do that. That's all the questions I have.
Okay, I guess some would you rather's for you.
Okay.
We're starting off Star Trek style. Deep Space Nine, Season 4, Episode 18, Hard Times. Okay.
I didn't realize it was going to be this specific.
No, it's just, okay. In that episode, Miles O'Brien is visiting the Argathi people. And this question will literally have nothing to do with Star Trek. Okay. I'm just giving pretense where I got it from. So O'Brien asks too many questions and is convicted of espionage. So instead of incarcerating their convicts, they implant them with memories of years of imprisonment in a few hours of actual time. So in the 2 hours they spend putting those memories into him, he actually lives 25 years in his real time in jail.
I remember that episode.
Okay, that's where I got this from. So here's my question to you. Would you spend, if you had to pick one, let's say you did a crime and these are your two options. You do 10 years of real life in an actual jail, or you do what he did and you get actually 25 years, but when you come out of it, only actual 2 hours have passed. So you spend 10 hours in a real jail, or you spend what you think is 25 years because you're living 25 years in real time, And then when you got out, you've only actually missed 2 hours of your life, but all those memories and stuff are still with you from the jail. So like this podcast and your show will all feel like they're 25 years ago, and you'll be messed up in the head because he was messed up the whole episode.
Do I still have a criminal record?
Yeah, for both.
For both.
This is your punishment. You can choose 10 years, and you come out 10 years later, and you're good to go.
I get released immediately after the 2 hours is up.
Yeah, as soon as the 2 hours are up, you're good, but you're going to actually live 25 years in real time.
In your mind.
Yeah. 25 years is a long time. Like, we're only like in our mid-30s now. And you're going to have all of those memories from those 25 years that you thought you lived, and you're going to be completely out of place when you come back out. Like, you may not even feel close to the people you love anymore.
You wouldn't be the same person.
No.
But
you've only lost 2 hours of your life.
25 years in jail would suck. But it would also feel kind of like a bad dream, too.
Yeah,
so
but
I'd be happy, but oh man, that wasn't real.
But just imagine right now you had to start 25 years in jail right now.
Do you know before you go into 25 years that you're living the 25 years in your mind? Like, do you know ahead of time? So can you start with the 25 years?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Because as soon as you go in, it's fake memories. They're implanted. So you're living the years, and it's like pre-programmed what's going to happen. So it's not like you can go into jail and, I'm going to plan to get jacked, or I'm going to plan to read or to learn. You have no control over it. Like, it's almost like you're living a dream that's pre-planned, but you don't know it. So there could be
Can I affect the way that the dream goes?
Nope. But you don't realize that you're not. You think you're in control of the dream. But it's a preset memory.
Do I get hurt?
You don't get hurt, but you're not treated very well.
Do I get stabbed?
No.
Okay. Do I get?
But like when Miles, on the episode when they come to him and tell him it's over, like they come to him in his jail cell and he's got like a big beard and stuff. He's like, "What do you mean? Where am I going to go? I have no place to go." Like he doesn't realize that he's still on the station. And
yeah. I would pick the 25 years, just basically because I don't like to waste time, and 10 years in a jail would be a complete waste of time. Yeah, it would suck to lose 25 years in my mind, but at least I only actually lost 2 hours of my life.
But do you think you'd just be able to pick up your life?
No.
I
would probably lose any relationship that I had because I'd be so messed up. But after time, you'd be able to fix yourself, I think. So 25 years. Now, let me ask you, in Star Trek Voyager, when I think it was Tom Paris who was accused of murder, and then he had to relive from
They implanted the crime into his brain.
In his brain, he had to suffer what he did allegedly
periodically, every hour it played.
So he had to experience getting stabbed. I believe it was. I think he stabbed.
No, it was he stabbed someone. I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he had to relive as if he was getting stabbed from the other perspective, over and over again. Would you rather have someone do that once? Say you stabbed me and you went to jail for 5 years for felony assault. Should someone who does that also have the option to relive that experience from the other person and feel that exact pain and just be let go?
As in not serve the 5 years?
Yeah. But choose to experience the pain of what they did to someone else.
For the rest of their life?
Just at once.
Just one time?
Yeah. Or we'll say once a year.
What if you enjoyed killing that person?
Well, I can't imagine anyone would enjoy getting stabbed, though. Like you.
Oh, you had to witness it from their point of view.
Yeah, you had to get stabbed. We'll say once every year.
Yeah, but if you're crazy, like you might be like, yeah, eat it.
Eat it. Okay.
Okay, I think this is fair to us because we're normal people, but there are like psychopaths out there.
Yes.
I think I would do that because I don't think that's harsh enough.
I also don't think that's harsh enough. But
for him, it wasn't once a year. It was like every hour or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess it depends on the crime. It doesn't have to be stabbed.
And his wasn't even real. It was implanted as hit.
Yeah.
It was modified.
But he felt it.
Yeah.
In the gut.
It's pretty rough.
All right.
And then he didn't end up doing the crime.
Yeah, it was someone else.
It was implanted there, but he relived it so many times that he started thinking that he actually did it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what's next?
Okay. This is an intense question. I don't want you to answer it right away.
Okay.
Would you rather be able to see through physical things, clothes, walls, doors, etc., or be able to see through figurative things, lies, false promises, fake feelings?
I like to think I'm a pretty decent judge of character.
So you like to see through clothes?
Well, I'm not saying that.
You'd be a really good judge of character if you see someone's clothes. Like,
yeah, no. If I want to see through clothes, I'll just go on the internet and look at naked stuff. But I think it's easy in a way to sense if someone's lying or if someone's being deceitful.
Mm-hmm.
But it'd be pro to look through things. Like, if I'm in bed and I can't see out my window, and I don't know what the weather's like, but I'm real lazy and I don't want to get up and look out the window.
You just look through.
I could look through the wall. What's the weather outside?
See, I would.
Also, I'd be able to see all my presents at Christmas.
All 0 of them?
Yeah.
Because you bought them yourself?
Uh-huh.
See, I would maybe take the second one, but there have to be an on-off switch for it. Because sometimes people like lie to you for your benefit. And you don't want to know necessarily.
It would be emotionally exhausting, I think.
Yeah. But like, that's a...
I'd go on Price is Right. When they have the 3 doors, which door do you pick? Number 1.
What would happen? Okay, here's a question for you. What happens if you go on Price is Right and there's a door and you see the right number and then you see a little slider switch it out before they reveal it?
What do you mean?
So say like there's a door here and a door here. I'm holding my hands up. They say, which price is under? Say they're saying, how much does this car cost? They got 2 prices or 2 doors or whatever. So let's say they have 2 prices and the real price of the car is underneath. And you have to say whether it's lower or higher, and if you get it right, you win the car.
Right.
What happens if this one is right and you can see through it with your power, and then right as you say it, a slider switches them and then they reveal it and you're wrong? Do you call them out or do you just say...
I call them out for sure.
But would they know you could see through stuff?
I would just say I'm psychic. I got a gut instinct. And
would you do it live on the show or would you go back to them after and say, listen, I know you swapped that out?
I would take the phone in my pocket and walk behind the thing and film and like, look at this. And then I would threaten to post that on Twitter.
All right. Would you rather have a $250 discount on everything?
Hot dogs?
Everything. So if it's not $250, it's free.
Okay.
Or a 25% discount on everything. And you don't have unlimited money, you have your money.
Does that include cars and houses?
Yes. But $250, anything that's under $250 becomes free. So you can go out to eat anytime you want for free. Most of your groceries are free.
Watch movies.
Movies are free. Like all your small purchases or medium purchases are free.
That's a really good question.
Buying this microphone on sale is free. These lights are free.
That camera's not free.
Nope. Or
this desk is free.
Or a couple big purchases you save 25%. But you're paying full price on all the little things.
I would have to pay full price for this phone.
Yep.
But this case would be free.
Yep.
That's a really tough question. I think that initially I would say, well, I want 25% off everything. Because, I mean, if I buy a house and it's $200,000, I'm only paying $150,000.
Mm-hmm.
But...
And this is for life. This isn't just like a set time.
When you buy big purchases like that, whether it's a mortgage, whether it's a car, very rarely does anyone pay actual cash. So the payment difference isn't really that significant when you break it down to by
I mean, it's a little bit like over time.
Over time, yeah. But so I don't think the impact of saving 25% would be as satisfying.
Like you fill up your truck for free, gas.
Yeah.
Like
Every time.
If you rent a car, you could rent a car for a day and it's free. So you rent a new car every day, it's free.
So if I wanted to have insurance on my car and I pay monthly, but my overall year thing is $1,100 or $1,000.
No, that would apply to the overall because they're splitting it up.
So I would get nothing. I wouldn't get a discount on that.
Unless you did the 25% one.
I think I'd still go with the $250 off.
100% $250 off.
Yeah. That's
no brainer to me.
There's
so many like... I'm going to say little purchases, but man, there's a lot of like big purchases that are still under $250.
Yeah, and if you think about it, all those little purchases add up so much, the amount of money that you would save from the little purchases.
That's where most of your money goes is in the little purchases.
It would just propel you to buy more big things because of all the money that you're saving.
I'm 100% on the $250.
Yeah. Did you think of that or did you find that somewhere? That's a good question.
I don't remember actually.
I like that one.
All right, here's a question for you. Would you rather have lunch with your future self or your past self? 10 years difference.
Am I allowed to give secrets?
you're living in the multiverse.
So whatever I tell them doesn't matter anyway.
It does not affect the people in the past or the present. So the people in the present could tell you what's going to happen, or the people in the future could tell you what's going to happen later in your life, and it may happen, but not necessarily.
And whatever I tell the person in the past isn't going to affect.
It won't affect you, the present, at all.
The theory of the multiverse. That's a really good question. I don't care about talking to the previous self if I can't do anything about my present. So I'm definitely going to choose the person in the future, which might give me some insight into what could possibly happen. And even if they can't tell me if they tell me what's going to happen in year 9, and it might not happen because it's so far away, I think whatever they tell me in year 1 to 2 is likely going to happen.
If you walked into a circus and there was like this crazy like fortune teller.
Okay.
And she had a mirror, a full body mirror.
Okay.
And she said, you can talk to your future self for a minute. And you walk in and the mirror changes to you, and it's literally a future you. Okay. And you could see where you are in your life. You could see, maybe you don't talk to them, maybe it's just see.
All right.
So you could see like if you're still alive. You could see if you're sick. You could see if you're married. You could see if you had kids. You could see where you are living. You could see everything. Would you want to do that?
Yes.
That'd be scary to me.
Absolutely. I want to know. If someone could tell me the day I die, I'd like that.
Really?
Absolutely.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
When. I don't care how I die. I'm not scared to die. But I want to know when. I don't know how much time I got left.
I don't want to know that crap.
How many videos can I make till I die? How am I going to be able to visit Hawaii? If I'm going to die in 9 months from now, chances are I'm not going to see Hawaii.
See, I don't think that's valid, because if you ask that when you're going to die and say you're going to die in like 50 years,
okay,
you could kill yourself tomorrow, and then all of a sudden that's not right.
No, I can't, because I wouldn't kill myself. It wouldn't work.
True.
It tells them what happened.
You would end up not having the willpower to do it.
Or I'd go to hang myself and the rope would break, or I'd go to shoot the gun and the would...
Destiny. Okay, here's my last would you rather.
Okay.
Would you rather be despised by your family and friends but greatly loved by the general public, or the opposite, be loved by your friends and family but despised by the general public?
No offense to anyone listening, but I generally don't care what you think of me. That's obviously not the right thing to say to the rest of anyone who's listening.
Thanks for listening, folks. Come back next week. We'll have lots of hockey talk.
I mean, obviously, I do care what people think to me to an extent, but at the same time, I really don't care what people think of me. Like, if you like me, cool. Let's be friends. But if you don't like me, I really don't care. Like,
no sweat off my back.
If you had asked me 10 years ago, I probably would have said the opposite. Because I went out of my way to...
What if it's like... I don't even know how to make an example of this. What if it's like in The Witcher? This is recent. What if you're an elf and you're walking around a human town? So like everybody hates the elves. Okay. So you could just get out of your truck downtown and everyone's looking at you like, ugh, like they all know who you are and they despise you.
All right.
That's what the general public is in this situation.
Oh, so they actually hate me.
Yeah, like everyone wherever you go hates you except for your family and your friends, and they know who you are. It's not just like the people who know of you hate you.
Is there anything I can do to make them not hate me?
No, it's one or the other. Either that or the general public likes you. Like this includes like your coworkers, your boss, but your family and your friends hate you now.
What if I save a baby? How could you hate someone who saved a baby?
Number one, you would never do that.
What do you mean I'd never do that?
Number two, fresh humans.
Fresh humans. What if I saved a puppy?
See, that's something else, but I don't think that applies. This is like a curse.
All right, a curse. What's that girl's name in The Witcher?
Who?
The one that had the humpback and the thing in her mouth?
Yennefer. Of Vengerberg.
Yeah. What did her master call her, though?
Piglet, yeah.
Okay. No, I still don't care, really, what people think of me. I used to go out of my way to try and mold my personality into something I thought people would like. But as I got older, I really don't care. Yeah. Like, if you like me, that's awesome. If you don't, I really don't care. Go somewhere else. Like, it's just not worth it. As you get older, you just realize that just be yourself. Like, who cares if someone doesn't like you?
I think that's something you learn with age.
Absolutely.
Like, we could have a whole podcast on advice for younger people.
Oh, 100%.
But they wouldn't care for it. Because if I was them, I wouldn't care. Like, listen to these old guys. Like, whatever. I'm pro.
Yeah.
It's funny how when you get older, you just change. And you're like, it's so cliche, but it's so true.
Yeah,
people when you're younger, you think you're hot stuff, and then you realize how stupid you were, or how stuff doesn't really matter.
I'll give you a perfect example, and it does make sense in a way that people do it. But in high school, there's status. Like if back when we were in school, if you wore American Eagle or a brand like that, like you were, wow, you were cool. You were
American
popular.
Eagle was the big thing.
If you wore an American Eagle shirt right now or whatever brand, I could not care less what you wear, or anyone else the same age as you, or anyone else I interact with. I could care less what people wear.
What does this say?
I've never even heard of that brand. Cloud Evil.
Cloudvale.
Cloudvale. Never heard of it.
It's probably a Costco shirt.
I don't care what other people wear, but when I was in high school, there was people in my class, people in other classes, like, man, he's wearing an Aeropostale shirt. He's got money. Like, that's pretty cool. Like,
it just doesn't matter, folks.
Your mind works differently when you're younger. You care about insignificant things for no reason.
Yep.
It's hard, and some kids don't have that. Some kids really genuinely don't care what other people think. Other people, it takes time. For me, it took time.
Okay.
What else you got?
This is a really random one. Okay, say tomorrow a food truck's coming to town.
Man, I love food trucks.
And you can pick one or the other. There's two little, say it's like a transport truck with two food things on each side, but you can only pick from one.
Okay.
One is Popeyes and the other is Chick-fil-A. Which side of the truck are you going to? And once you order, it's gone. It's out of town.
What are the portion sizes like?
It's regular. It is what you get from the regular stores. And to people listening, we don't have Popeyes or Chick-fil-A here.
Or Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. So you've had Chick-fil-A. Have you had Popeyes?
I have had Popeyes and Chick-fil-A in the last 3 months.
I haven't had Popeyes ever.
Popeyes is incredible.
And I know you like Chick-fil-A too, though.
I do really like Chick-fil-A.
So would you rather go to Popeyes?
This is a really hard decision.
We're talking about chicken here, folks. This is deep.
Can I get regular menu items? Can I get chicken fingers from Popeyes? And can I get a chicken burger from Chick-fil-A? Or is it, you can only get this?
It's only one line. There's two lines, and you order, and you get your food.
Yeah, but do they have regular menu items?
Oh, yeah, it's only regular menu items. It's as if there was a Popeye store on one side of the truck and a Chick-fil-A store on the other side. You can get whatever you want, but you can only get from one store.
When's the next time I'm going to have either of these?
Never.
Never?
Well, whenever you go yourself.
Okay.
As in right now, when's the next time you're going to have it? This is just a random truck coming through town.
Are there free refills?
No, because as soon as you order, they're gone. That's a dumb question anyway.
But you answered it so seriously at the beginning. I really, really want to say
why is this the hardest question on here?
This is tough, man. This is tough. You see, here's the thing. Chick-fil-A has really good lemonade.
Man, I love lemonade. I love pink lemonade.
Oh, no.
Dude, pink lemonade is where it's at. That's my jam. You cannot buy
I don't think
pink
they have pink lemonade. Chick-fil-A people are generally really, really nice. Not that Popeyes aren't, but I've always had really good experiences at Chick-fil-A. But I think the portion sizes are bigger at Popeyes, and their chicken fingers just have that crunch.
So what's leading your decision, taste or portion size? Because you could make the same argument of KFC versus Mary Brown's.
Yeah, it's a good point. What day is it? What day of the week is it?
When did I say? Tomorrow? No, Wednesday. It's right in the middle of the week.
Wednesday? Okay. Because Chick-fil-A is not open on Sundays.
No. But it doesn't matter because this isn't a truck.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm going to say Popeyes.
That's pro.
Based on...
I've never had Popeyes before, so...
Based on the thing that you sent me last night.
What?
The Family Feud thing.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. We should talk about that real quick. Okay, so on Canadian Family Feud, which I didn't even know was a thing, with Jerry D, they go up for the final feud question. I don't even know what it's called. It's like Final Jeopardy, but it's not Jeopardy. And they have one question. You have to get it right. If you get it right, your team wins, goes to the pro round. So they ask the girl... What's Popeye's? Oh yeah, yes. The question is, what's Popeye's favorite food? And the lady hits the buzzer and she's like, chicken. She starts doing this dance, and then her family's just like, oh my god. And she's like, huh? So anyway, Popeyes goes on Twitter and says, no way, you answered that right. Here's a check for $10,000 in free Popeyes. Yeah. That's amazing.
Obviously, the correct answer is spinach, but that is incredible. So yeah, I would choose Popeyes just based on that marketing.
It's intense.
That marketing decision alone.
That's a lot of chicken.
It is a lot of chicken. You should have Popeye's chicken sometime.
I've never had it. I don't go to the States that much, so.
Well, whenever we go on a cruise.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot for this one. I told you I was going to.
I was just put on the spot for a chicken question. That's big.
This is like a not fair. Like, I should not ask you this, but I'm going to.
Okay.
You ready for this?
I think so.
So when we were in PEI, there was a big meetup in PEI last June. Who was there? T-Park was there.
Mika,
Joey was there. Kale and Mika.
Yeah, Chris was there. Aubrey came to visit.
Yeah. So outside, so not counting Chris or Aubrey or Justin or me, if you had to pick one of those guys
This is
to go on a mini trip and you were going to podcast and video,
rude.
it's very rude.
Okay, so who are my choices?
You got T-Park, Joey, Mika, and Kale.
Where are we going? Who's paying for it?
Let's say...
Am I paying for it?
Nope. Let's say it's a sponsored video. And let's say you're going to... Let's say you're going to go to... I don't even know. I was going to say Massachusetts, but that's kind of too close to Joey. Let's just say you're going to go to Illinois. And you have to...
Okay.
You have to cover their AHL team, but you have like full access to the dressing room and all that stuff. And then you also get to go to a Blackhawks game, like as a reward for doing that. So you take one guy with you.
Who pays for their ticket?
No, this is all included. It's
all
two.
Included.
So this person here is going to help you basically do what we're doing right now to talk about the games.
So they're going to help with production and...
Yeah, they're going to be like, because one person talking is for scrubs.
There's different ways to go here.
I can make a different argument for every person on this list.
That's when T-Park has that voice, that real deep Texan
T-Park's
voice.
got the look. He's got
the accent a little bit.
He could bring on the hand kill if it's needed.
He could, but like Mika's got the swag.
Mika's got
He's
the
got
style.
that Finnish swag.
Kale's got the swag. Kale's got a YouTube channel.
Kale's got nice hair.
Joey's just like the total package.
Joey doesn't care. He's just a man. Like he just.
So let me rephrase the question since it's hard.
Are they helping me with production at all?
They're not helping you with editing or anything like that. They're just.
Are they gonna be a personality on?
They're just gonna be someone to talk to, and then you just edit. It's a one video thing. So let's say that the team from Illinois approaches you to do this, and this is what they offer you: it's 2 tickets, two plane rides, accommodations, and they send you back for you to come down and do one video on the farm team, and then they also give you those tickets to the main game. You have the option of turning it down, but those are the 4 guys you get to choose to pick to go with you.
Okay.
Do you turn it down, or do you pick one of those guys, or do you have like sort of intense? Do you tell them all about it and then have a battle royale for them to see who's the last man standing, or do you just
like
pick
a fight,
one?
like a street fight?
Well, I don't know, something.
I mean, I'd watch that just in general. But
if the 4 of those guys get in a street fight, who do you think would win? This is like not useful to a lot of people that are listening right now, but all these guys have been on the channel before. If you go back,
I don't think T-Park would win because he's real skinny. No offense, T-Park.
T-Park has the sweetest swag walk ever, though.
He does. He's quick. He's got his reach would be long. Kale goes to the gym and works out, so I think he probably technically has the most muscle, but he's not very tall.
But I think Joey could take the hits.
But so could Mika, though, too.
Oh, yeah. They both could.
I think it would go down to Joey and Mika, and then they would just hug.
I think Joey and Mika would go on the trip and leave you behind.
They probably would.
Yeah, that wasn't a very fair question to ask anyway. Okay, here's my last one.
No, I know.
Oh, you have an answer?
Yeah, I know my answer. I was able to take T-Park to a Vegas playoff game.
Yep.
So, and that was awesome experience. So, kind of feel like I already did kind of a trip covering hockey.
You are out, T-Park.
I'd like to do something nice for Mika in Finland when I go to visit him. So I probably wouldn't bring him all the way over here. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to remove Mika from the conversation as well.
You're out, Mika.
It would be cool to hang out with Kale in Calgary and do something together and do something nice for him there.
Plus, you and Kale did a couple videos when everyone else left.
Yeah. So but with all that said, I probably choose Joey anyway because I wanted to do something really nice for Joey this summer. And I wasn't able to do it. I wanted to get him a specific jersey, and I couldn't do it. and I can't even say what it is because I still might be able to do it someday. But since then, he's also gotten me another jersey with Sakukoiwa's signature on it, which you should not have done.
He's coming up here in February, folks.
So I owe Joey big time, and I wanted to do something nice for him anyway.
If Joey comes up and wants to sleep with you in your bed and cuddle with you, would you let him?
For how much money?
No money. Just as a favor returning.
Nah. Sir. No, that's not going to happen.
He owes you, but he doesn't owe you that much.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my last question.
All right.
And this is a question I wish your dad was here for.
Okay.
Because I think he'd be good.
It's about history then.
The Bank of Canada is looking to make a new $5 bill. They are petitioning the country. Quote, "We are asking all Canadians to nominate any historic Canadian, someone who is truly bank notable, to be the new face of the $5 bill. Currently, Sir Wilfrid Laurier, Canada's first Francophone Prime Minister who governed from 1986 to 1911, is on the $5 bill. Who would Neil put on the $5 bill?" I actually have someone that I would put on it. But it's not fair because I've actually had time to think of this question.
I want to say what's his nuts that went to space, but what's his name?
What's his nuts?
Yeah, what's his nuts? What's his name?
Who?
Dude who made the Commander Hadfield.
Oh, yeah.
But he's kind of cocky a little bit.
A little bit.
So I wouldn't choose him. He's had enough airtime, I think. Part of me wants to say Don Cherry just to piss people off.
I wouldn't pick Don Cherry.
I wouldn't pick anyone old. Old and like long dead.
See, I would.
Ain't no got time for that.
Not long dead, but long enough
Who?
dead. Do you know who'd be in my $5 bill?
Fred Penner.
Nope.
Mr. Dress Up.
Nope. The man with one leg.
Oh, Terry Fox.
Terry Fox would be a pro $5 bill.
I actually agree. Yeah, that would be really good. That's a really good idea.
Terry Fox is a pro human being, or was a pro human being.
As long I don't care
who's gonna oppose Terry Fox on a $5 bill.
That's true. Is this legit? Are they actually thinking?
Yeah.
About it? Oh, are they really?
That's why I wanted your dad to come on.
Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Start a petition for that. Like, I think your dad would have some good ideas too. Like, I mean, this guy's been on there, and he hasn't been prime minister since 1911.
What about Alexander Graham Bell? He's Canadian, right?
Well, yeah, he made the telephone.
That's a pretty big thing in the world.
Yeah, but now Bell, the company, a lot of people don't like it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's named after him.
That's true. Yeah, as long as they don't remove the Canada arm that's kind of connected to the space
that's
station
on the other side. This is the
Yeah.
face that's on
as long as I don't care who's
and
on
maybe
it.
it's not his face. Maybe it's like that picture of him like running on the road with like one leg. He's like
Yeah.
hopping along.
Yeah,
So,
I'm down with that. Absolutely.
I was trying to think of someone I liked more than Terry Fox, but I couldn't.
I don't even really like or dislike Terry Fox. He just did a pretty awesome thing.
Yeah, like everybody likes Terry Fox, but like, I don't know. Like, what other big moment in Canada's history was there someone that stood out that
Sidney Crosby with the golden goal.
you can't put like a 30-year-old on a $5? That'd be amazing. You imagine Sidney Crosby's face on the $5 bill?
It might be someday. Wayne Gretzky?
Let's say you're not gonna be able to answer this. Neither am I. Let's say America had funky monkey baby, funky money like we do.
Yeah.
Who would they put on their $5 bill? Do you think they'd have like old politicians like Martin Luther King?
I was gonna say
that?
I would like to see them put Martin Luther King on a bill, but I don't think they ever would with the current
climate.
Yeah, system. I don't think. How would you feel if Donald Trump?
I was just gonna ask you that. What would you? He said, "I'm going to the mint. We're bringing new bills in. They all have my face on them."
I can't imagine, but that would not surprise me.
No,
if he'd tried to do that. I don't know. I'll say this though: American money smells like feet. Canadian money doesn't smell like anything. Not that Canadians are better than Americans, but I'm saying our money.
I like Canadian monkey. Why do I keep saying monkey?
Puppy monkey baby.
Puppy monkey baby. Anyway, that's all I got. We're at an hour now, so I think that should be all right.
All right. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah, these are hard, man.
Who would you take on the trip between the four of them? I didn't ask you that back.
That's interesting.
You didn't get really a lot of time to spend with any of them because you were only there for 2 or 3 days.
Here's my wallet, folks. Now mine is all these like huge $50 bills. I'm gonna pull something out. See this $1 bill?
Ooh.
This is a $1 bill that Joey gave me at a restaurant. I told Joey I'm going to keep this bill forever, and I still have. It's still in my wallet. I carry it with me everywhere.
That's awesome.
So Joey has a very special place in my heart.
So you're picking Joey?
No, I'm not going to pick Joey because Joey's so close that I feel like we could just go visit him, or he could visit us.
That's a good
easily.
point. That's a good point.
He's only like 4 hours away, and he's coming here in February, hopefully. I don't know.
It's tough.
It is super tough.
I would choose to send 2 of them and have me stay behind
I probably would too.
versus just picking one.
Yeah.
It's tough, though.
But then the guy that you don't send feels left out because Joey, Mika, and T-Park, they're like a trio.
Three
and if
amigos.
one of them can't go,
Yeah, I don't know. All right, well,
it's tough.
that wraps this up. As this is posted, as you're listening to this, I'll either be
Just getting
on
back
my way or just getting back. So hopefully I'm still alive. But
So hopefully this week of hockey, nothing crazy happened
yeah,
because we're not going to be able to talk about it for another week still.
yeah, because if you're not aware by now, we filmed this a week before you're listening to it
Yeah.
on the 12th of January. So who knows what will happen in the world of hockey or the world in general in the next week. But
Anything major happens, I'm sure you'll make a video about it.
that's right. So, well, I can't.
I mean, when you get back.
Oh, when I get back, yeah. Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, guys. We appreciate it. I know this isn't the typical hockey podcast, and maybe you're a little bit disappointed by that. But if you made it this far, then I assume you probably enjoyed it to some extent. And
It was either this or nothing.
It's either this
And
or nothing.
I thought it was important to
Yeah.
have something.
If you liked some of the questions that you wanted to leave your own answers for, leave them down in the comment section. We'd like to hear that. And if you have any new questions for a future Havin a Yak, now that we're set up here and now that I'm in Fredericton and got my life together, we can probably do these a little bit more often. So, yeah, leave your feedback down below in the comment section. Leave your questions down in the comments and also leave your answers. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Thanks, Jason, for joining me. I appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next Havin a Yak, whenever that is. Adios.